We are back with Get Down to Business. You're back. I'm your host, Shalom Klein. You're listening to Get Down to Business, the show that is all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. And we've got a great lineup of guests for you here today. On our live show, we are taking calls at 312-642-5600. You can also tweet me at Shalom Klein. We'd love to hear your questions. And with our next guest, Connie Lavin from First Midwest Bank, who is going to be telling us about a great event that's coming up. But first, Connie, thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you, and thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Fantastic. So, Connie, tell me a little bit about what you do professionally.
I'm a commercial banking manager with First Midwest Bank. Specifically, I focus on businesses with $1 to $20 million in revenue. The bank provides a full range of services, business, retail, and wealth management throughout the Chicagoland market. We have approximately 110 branches throughout the area. But I do manage a group of folks that work specifically with small business, and we provide credit and treasury management solutions. Our ultimate goal is to increase cash flow through both of those options for businesses within that segment.
Fantastic, Connie. So you've got a wealth of knowledge and experience in the world of business, small business and large, which is fantastic. And that is how you were led, I'm assuming, to the organization that both you and I know and love, NAWBO. Tell me about how you got involved over there.
NAWBO Chicago is a fantastic organization. Emily Smith is the current sitting president. She had invited me several years ago to a couple of the signature events for the organization, and I found them to be energetic. I found that the networking and the content provided by the organization for small business in particular was something that every woman business owner needs. So about 2 years ago, I joined the organization, and this year I decided I was asked to and was voted to be on the board of directors. So I'm now co-chair of one of our signature events, Thrive Conference. Thrive Conference is an outstanding day of programming, connection, resources, and support. What we try to do is our national organization tries to propel women business owners into economic, social, and political spheres of power. We do that by providing them with the resources in which to do that. Thrive Conference is October 6th at the Drake Hotel in Chicago. Our partner in this event, we're the kickoff event for Crane's Chicago Small Business Week. Crane's has been our partner for over 10 years in this event. They love having us set off on a Monday to kick off this event. It's a full day-long dynamic workshop of enterprising women who aspire to greater levels of achievement.
That's fantastic. That's exciting. And I'll tell our listeners I will be there. We've got our good friend, our mutual friend, Linda Foreman, who invited me, and I'm excited to join Connie Lavin, who's our guest right here on Get Down to Business from First Midwest Bank, and our friend Linda Foreman. It's going to be a great day of networking and entrepreneurship, and that's what this show is all about. So the event is coming up, and what can people expect to see at the event? I'm assuming lots of networking.
Lots of networking, lots of education. So we learn from each other, we network with each other, and the day is an 8 to 6 networking workshop. We start with a keynote speaker. Lindsay Avner from Bright Pink is going to be our keynote speaker during our breakfast hour. Lindsay made the decision at about the age of 23 to become the youngest patient in the country to opt for risk-reducing double mastectomy to prevent breast cancer. She's going to chat with us about overcoming adversity. After Lindsay speaks, we have 6 sessions of really dynamic workshops. The average small business owner does everything within their business. They're their own CFO. They're their own HR management team. They're their own marketing firm. They're their own everybody. Our workshop, our day, will provide 9 seminars focusing on marketing, finance, social media, digital privacy, sales, presentations, deal closings, leadership. All you need to do is choose from which one of those you want to go to.
Wow, it's a full lineup, and whether you're starting a business or whether you have been in business for a bunch of years, I'm sure there's something there for everybody, which is just huge. So many people that I know have an idea, as I told Alex Zeltker from Artizone, who joined us on the show just before you. People have ideas. Some people have trouble turning it into a reality. And what NAWBO Chicago is doing through the Thrive Conference is really making it as easy as possible for somebody to have an idea and be surrounded by people that are able to mentor, provide guidance and advice. And we talk about that a lot on this show. In fact, our good friend Bruce Leon of Tandem HR tells me all the time that people need to surround themselves with somebody that can be that can serve as a mentor and advisor. It's not shameful to ask for guidance. It's not shameful to ask for assistance. That's what everybody who I know that's successful in business does. And our friends out there listening to the show can join NAWBO Chicago on October 6th, the kickoff event for Crane's Small Business Week, which is just fantastic. So is this how many years have you been going to the Thrive Conference?
I've been going to Thrive Conference for 4 years, and I have co-chaired the event for the past 2. So I'm very familiar with it. And I'm just really excited to invite women business owners to take a single day to learn all about everything that we talked about earlier. We have a luncheon keynote speaker, Charlotte Beers. She's the author of I'd Rather Be in Charge. She was a CEO of the 2 countries' largest advertising firms, and in 1997, she was the first woman on Forbes magazine who was placed on the cover of featuring the most powerful women in America. She really is a dynamic speaker. She will energize the room, and after lunch, you're going to get back into your seminar mode, and you're going to begin to continue to learn. When we're asking women business owners to take a full day, a full 8-hour day out of work, we want to be sure that it is jam-packed with content that they need to operate their businesses.
That's huge. And how many years has the conference actually been going on for?
Thrive Conference, it was formerly called NAWBO Day when it was kicking off for Chicago business, Crane Chicago business. We changed the name this year to Thrive Conference because the folks that come to the conference have provided us with feedback that the energy that's created by the day helps them thrive in their business. We received several positive comments from last year's NAWBO Day, and the word thrive was used, and we chose that word for this year because it's really a day that can help your business thrive.
Can people expect to see only women at the event, or will there be
Absolutely
some select
not.
men? I'm going to be there, so I just want to make sure I'm not out of place.
Absolutely not. For the men that want to brave the estrogen in the room, we probably have about we have attendance of 500, and probably 10% of that audience is male. And it's kind of interesting to see them join and really target this business segment. Women-owned businesses are a growing business segment. NAWBO Chicago is the largest chapter for the National Association of Women Business nationwide. So we tend to see a lot of males in the room that want to work with us and really help provide content as well.
Women are doing huge things in business. Just last week on this show, we talked with Chicago City Treasurer Stephanie Neely, who is the leader of a major effort for small business in the city of Chicago. And you know what? I'm hearing from so many people that are making women in business, women in politics, women in so many areas of public life that are just doing huge things. And what it was formerly called NAWBO Day, and now the Thrive Conference, is a great way to bring together many of those people. And as we said, Connie Lavin from First Midwest Bank will be there. I'll be there, and hopefully you will be there as well. And in just a moment, we'll make sure that you have the website so you can register. But Connie, how can people contact you with questions about the bank as well as getting involved in NAWBO Chicago?
Well, I would like to give you my email address for both any questions you have regarding your small business. I do provide advisory services to a number of small businesses throughout the Chicagoland area. And my contact information is connie.lavin, so that's connie.lavin at firstmidwest.com. I would also like you to tap into NAWBOchicago.org, NAWBO Chicago.org, and click on the events page to register as soon as possible, as this event tends to sell out at least 1 week before the October 6th final date.
We're almost there. So, Connie Lavin, thank you for joining us on Get Down to Business. A great event coming up on October 6th with the Thrive Conference of NAWBO Chicago. And as I mentioned, I will be there. And we hope that listeners of Get Down to Business will be joining us there as well. We love to promote fellow organizations that are doing big things in the Chicago business community. Get Down to Business is brought to you in part by Everett Wealth Solutions, a registered investment advisor and financial planning firm, a fiduciary advisor that helps you create your personal wealth. You can find them at everettwealthsolutions.com or call 708-771-7777. And in just a few minutes, actually, we're going to be talking with Alex Cornea from Touch Support. He's going to be talking about something that's been going on for a while, data breaches. And we're also going to be talking with Chris Everett of Everett College Funding, and she's got a lot of information to share. And as I promised, then in the show, I'm going to be talking about how to run a productive meeting. Lots of information. You won't want to miss a minute of it. Tune back in after this quick break for more Get Down to Business, a show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship.